I wanted to start. Yeah, it's cheating because the dick needs to have a curve. That's my advice anyway, because the curve will actually kind of press down, but it won't go all the way down.
It's actually structurally integral, is what we're saying. It's
basically the curvature of the you could do, if you want to make it more realistic, you can add a little bit of padding and make it look like the tube on the very bottom of the dick. That might give you a little bit more structure.
I'm gonna have to cut out the beginning of this completely, or we'll get
it'll be fine.
Oh, go on. So I didn't mean to interrupt, Reaper.
Well, again, the helmet's another part. I tried to sculpt the helmet, but the problem is when you're sculpting the helmet of the shaft, the indentations make it crumble. So I found it was easier to make a cave, then put a snowball in it. It's more structurally sound. That's why you have like it looks like because it looks like semi-circumcised, or like you've pulled the skin back. Because when I tried carving the hole on top with a stick, try and make the helmet, try and make touches, but every little tap was wearing away at the structural integrity. That's why the balls are so massive to compensate.
Load-bearing testicles.
Yeah, they're like counterweights.
I wish I could show chat the pictures. It's fascinating.
Do you reckon you could?
If you're going to cut the beginning out, you can show the pictures.
You think so?
Yeah, the AI's not going to know what it is. It's going to think it's a lovely snowman.
Hang on, let me.
People were walking past with kids saying, "Can we take a picture of it?" I mean, they were impressed.
Chat, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Load-bearing testicles.
Load-bearing.
Oh yeah. But again, they have all that clay and they don't use it. Oh yeah, I took I tried to get like shadow and stuff like that, but the weather, as you can see, it's all clouds.
It's a bright gray day.
Let me get the other angle too. Hang on.
I think the other angle's funny because I tried to take it off focus because that one I went for reverse POV. This one I've kind of went, let's see people spot it.
I knew all those hours watching porn would come in handy.
Well, the reason why,
how many feet is that?
Oh, it's taller than, it was like 6 foot, like 2 or 3. It was taller than me. I was trying to build the biggest dick ever, just one huge knob. And again, it buckled under its own weight. So I had to kind of, I had to compensate in turn because the body, it's not like 3 balls. It's like one body and then the bit on top I had to add afterwards.
Yeah, fucking word.
It's a giant man with a giant cock.
I'm just looking at the time. Okay, 3:30 is probably about where I cut and actually have the intro. Yeah, the people who are here are getting the special introduction, the real one.
You could just leave it. I mean, it might not detect. I don't know if the AI knows how the detect works of that magnitude.
I remember. I remember Brooks got hit for titties, and they were. It was just like a puppet.
I think it's all one color though. Like the snow cock isn't purple. It's just all white. So I think the color will help.
Maybe.
Like the alien tits in that Freddy movie Jason movie even did not get hit, did they?
No, it did not. No.
Maybe it hasn't learned how to detect the snow penis.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
I haven't seen one before.
I'll upload it and see if it passes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll do.
How many snow penises have you seen?
I think that's the only one.
And it's huge. It's big. I wanted it to be both powerful yet subtle. Like he's got a gun under the table. That's what I wanted to go for.
Paul asks, seeing as it's after dark, what's the most disturbing movie you've ever seen? Ooh, disturbing. I did just see The Substance. That was fucking crazy.
Is that the one where the girl changes age or something?
Yeah.
She changes. Is it good or?
That's a tough question to answer.
No, then.
Well, I'll tell you what, Margaret Qualley. is naked throughout the entire movie, and she is fucking hot. I had no idea that woman was that attractive. That was fucking wild to watch. We watched it thinking that it was actually going to be speaking to women, but holy shit, does it just speak to men? Like the message is, you know, women um feigning for their wanting their youth back and trying, and if you were able to obtain that, would you, at what cost would you pay? And so we thought, watching it, we're like, oh, this is definitely going to speak to, you know, middle-aged older women, yada yada, but it was like purely just for men. I was like, oh, this is fantastic.
How much would you pay to fix your wife?
How much would you pay to fix your wife?
Would you give her a bit of an uplift? There's places in the Middle East that do that.
But that was probably the most disturbing movie I've seen recently anyway. The prosthetics and everything were insane.
Well, what do you find disturbing? Do you find disturbing the gore, or like the, you know, when like Human Centipede, where they shit in each other's mouths, or does that come across a bit try hard?
That, like, Human Centipede comes off a little try hard. It's actually, I don't know, what people would probably consider more benign things make me uncomfortable. Like everyday real things, like peeling off someone's fucking fingernail or something. That,
oh yeah,
oh yeah, God, that drives me crazy. But watching someone's head explode, it's like, eh.
Well, Final Destination, you had the plane and you had the truck logs and you had the elevator scene, and that made a lot of people paranoid because it was stuff they do every day. Again, the only one I really terrified of was Chucky, and that's because I had a Chucky doll when I was 4, and my brother used to come in the. Basically, I watched Chucky. I went to bed by myself, and then the door would slowly open, and he'd move the doll with a knife in its hands all the way into the room. I could see his shadow with a fucking knife in his hands on the wall.
That's fucked up.
That, like, the film wasn't, it was a bit scary, but there was a real life Chucky in my house with a knife is what made it terrifying.
Dude, when I was 17 or 18, there was this single mom who had like a teenage daughter. She must have been like 13 or 14. She lived up probably a couple miles away from my house, and the mother came and visited my mom on Halloween. And I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and we were watching the Halloween movies, like Michael Myers. And we had like the full-on suit with us. And so we like showed the mom our costume. And she was like, oh, my daughter's actually alone if you want to go scare her. So we drove up the road, and like my buddy put on the costume and just stood in the driveway, and it's basically like a house in a field, and he threw a rock to get her attention, and she was freaking the fuck out, and she was calling her mother, and her mother was telling her not to call the police and that she'd be home. So we drove back to my house, and she's like, okay, now let's take the mother was behind this. She's like, all right, let's take this further. I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna leave the door unlocked, and you guys can go in.
Your mom sounds like a psychopath.
Yeah. So we're like, we think it's fucking hilarious. So I put the suit on this time and grab like a fucking real butcher's knife, because it's all we had. And we had, so like I start knocking on the house so that she knows that someone's outside. I hear her fucking screaming, and I walk inside the house, and I walk up the stairs like slowly stomping my foot so that she knows I'm coming.
With a butcher's knife.
With a real butcher's knife, and with the fucking full-on Michael Myers outfit, and she has barricaded herself in her room, and I just fucking bust through the door and like shatter all kinds of shit. And just like in the fucking movie, dude, she's hiding in the closet. And she is just screaming bloody fucking murder. And I'm like, I'm not even thinking at the time. I'm like 17, 18. Now reflecting on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, she could have like stabbed me to death or something.
Shot you, yeah. You could have been like Michael Myers going through the window.
Absolutely fucking anything could have happened. Like once I open up the closet door, I like take the mask off and she's like, you're an asshole. But that was that was wild. I was trying to get shot, apparently.
I like the way the door's barricaded and you're like, she's screaming, I can just push this a bit more and then smash through it.
Smash through the fucking door. Dude.
It sounds like a real murder. And then, I then stuck the knife in her and then out.
I left the part out where I killed her afterwards. That's right.
And buried her in the
Now
back
that you've
garden.
seen my face, I have to kill you.
I remember that was my Chucky one, was my oldest brother. My second oldest brother used to hide under my bed with a glow-in-the-dark scream mask and a knife. So I'd look under my bed, and it was a fully grown man with a fucking scream mask and a knife under my bed. And my mum would go, there's nothing in your room. And I went, there's literally a guy under my bed with a knife. Oh, good times. Although he did it so much to the point my hair started falling out.
What?
Well, yeah, because it was non-stop, all them tormenting me. And then my hair started falling out from the stress. They went, I've never seen a 6-year-old under this amount of stress. Then, basically, my mum got the broom and beat the shit out of him with it. So he stopped going under my bed afterwards, and my hair grew back.
I am thinking about me possibly getting shot. Yeah. I have the girl and I are friends on Facebook now. We're both in our 30s. She seems well adjusted. She's fine.
Do it this Halloween, repeat it, go back to her, but this time she's got like a machine gun.
Yeah, she's ready this time. It's like Jamie Lee Curtis's character in the sequels. She's fucking ready for him.
Evil dies tonight.
She's got a basement and she goes, Happy Halloween, Cynic, and stabs you. Oh, did you see that film? How fucking awful that was.
Oh, I still haven't. No, I'm too behind on Halloween movies.
Well, the first one is bad, the second one's bad, and then the third one is atrocious. Like,
dude, the third one is probably my most hated movie of all time. Because I love the Halloween movies so much. Halloween Ends is one of the worst movies ever made. It's fucking horrific.
Michael Myers. Well, in the third film, Michael Myers is hiding in a sewer like some fucking troll.
Dude, he gets beat up by a fucking nerd.
Yeah, the nerd steals his mask. So he climbs into the sewer, beats up Michael Myers, takes his mask, and then goes around like shooting people, like in some shitty teen rom-com.
Oh, it's so awful.
Yeah, and then Michael Myers kind of comes back and finds his balls, and then fails to kill Jamie Lee Curtis for the 4th, 5th time.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Michael Myers finally reappears for the final like 5 minutes of the movie, and then gets his shit thrown through a meat grinder, literally.
Oh god, that was so atrocious. They just got worse with each one.
They really did. I thought Halloween Kills was pretty intense. I liked the Halloween 2018 quite a bit, and then Halloween Kills was intense, even though they kept shouting "Evil dies tonight" over and over and over.
They did. What was the one what is the one beforehand where the girl the scientist fucking psychiatrist guy goes, you need to breed with Michael to create the new race of super people.
Oh, that's like, so that was in the 90s. It was called The Cult of Thorn. That was
I think they do it again in the remake. They do it again in the remake. Like the scientist guy says the girl needs to breed with Michael. So I think they've done it twice.
Oh, I don't think no. They don't do that in the 2018 version.
I'm sure. I remember or is it? I might have watched. Yeah, I might get them mixed up. But why would you want to create more Michael Myers?
Are you thinking like the Rob Zombie movies? Maybe.
Hang on a second. I remember a specific scene. I'm sure it's the remake. Was it 2018 or the one before that? Blah, blah, blah.
Well, they've gone through like there are so many diverging stories with Halloween. Yeah, there's like
I just remember in one of them. Yeah, it's probably one of yeah. What like Cynic? What's like Platoon? Sorry, what's your what would you say your favorite horror film is, or like do you put one on during the Halloween season, or do you just ignore it?
No, like favorite ones, The Thing and Invasion of the Body Snatchers are usually two good ones, or four good ones, because I usually watch the 50s ones as well. And then usually at least one Halloween movie, which I like without thinking. I don't think they're good, but they're kind of just enjoyable. And there's some funny ones like fucking Halloween. Is it Halloween? Which is the oh, it's the one where is it 3, which has nothing to do with Michael Myers, and it's got like weird masks and a cult
Yeah,
that
that's part
wants
3.
to kill
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah, that's funny. The porn star level acting is fantastic. I'm trying to think if there's others. There must be others. I don't know. I just sort of see what's on.
Are you
Well, they don't-
are you both Christmas or Halloween guys?
Halloween.
Probably more nah, for movies Halloween, for actual real life event Christmas. But there's not that many good Christmas movies.
No, it's like same Christmas songs. They kind of stopped after the 2000s.
Oh yeah, the only Christmas songs worth listening to are basically anything made before 1970, and after that, it's just like wow.
Nightmare Before
Oh, no,
Christmas,
80 even.
more a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
I don't know if I've seen that.
You haven't seen it?
I don't know
pretty
if I have seen it.
I don't know because it is very Halloween, the very beginning, and then I don't know. Well,
I know
what
it's
is
a tough one.
That's a tough one, yeah, because it literally is like half a Halloween film and half a Christmas film.
Yeah. You can watch it for both seasons for sure.
Like I think how he kills the boogeyman at the end makes it a Halloween one. Because I think that's it. It goes back to Halloween at the very end. Because like the whole point is he wants to be Santa and he wants to be loved, and then yeah, I'd say Halloween because of the ending.
Chat
Hard though.
is, you know what? I'll put a poll in the chat here.
I have not seen this film. I have just discovered. So I'll put that. That can be my Christmas movie for this year.
Or
We'll
Halloween
break up
movie.
the fucking inevitable Harry Potter omnibus and Die Hard. And that's kind of it, I think, for Christmas movies.
Well, do you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
Yes, Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie, and so is the second one. And I don't care about the rest of them.
I don't know. I've never considered it a Christmas movie.
But it is. Christmas is integral to the plot. It's like it's set at Christmas. He's there because of Christmas. It ends at Christmas. It's definitely a Christmas movie.
But is Christmas synonymous with mass murder?
Sometimes. It depends how long you've spent with your family.
Maybe that's it. Like, if it carried on after the film ended and she's in the car nagging him, and then I'd go into Christmas movie. Oh my God, can't wait for you to meet my parents. And then next thing you know, it chokes her to death.
Intent Matters asks, so about Game of Thrones, Cynic, what are your favorite pair of tits so far?
Mm.
Is it Targaryen?
Oh, Daenerys.
Yeah, Daenerys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? How many tits you've seen in the first 2
a
episodes?
lot. A lot.
Tyrion's banging a prostitute in the north.
That's Raz, right?
Raz, yeah.
Yeah, so you see her tits, and then there's Daenerys. You see hers.
She gets her back blown out. You see some of the Dothraki women getting fucked.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
So what do you think of the Daenerys scene? Did Vex sell it to you? Because she was just the only thing she was interested in.
Wait, remind me, what was Vex saying about it?
Well, we were saying like how like to convince you to watch it, and then we mentioned Daenerys getting her back blown out, and she was like, "What? I've got to watch this."
I mean, she certainly is. Holy God. Yeah, She is getting slammed.
Well, what do they always do, these women? They show their tits in the first few seasons, and then season 4 or 5 comes around, they go, I'm too respectable for that. It's like, bitch, that's what got you the role.
Well, that was
Sorry, go on.
Didn't they recut? Because I'm sure I might be making this up. I thought they filmed a version of the pilot with a bunch of different actors. And the one who played Daenerys quit because she didn't want to do the nude scenes. But Emilia Clarke was like, I need a career, so I'll do it. And it was only like season 4, I think, when she said she didn't want to do it anymore, or like shortly thereafter. She didn't want to do it as much. and then she didn't want to do it at all, which I guess is fair enough, but
Yeah, well, they always do that. It's now that I'm integral to the show, my demands go up. Which
and
is
her
like,
character gets worse as her tits get more covered. Like she
that's
becomes
a weird thing. It's the opposite of what you would expect. You would expect tits to compensate, but it's the opposite. They take
Yeah.
We had tits and dialogue. We had it all.
And it's an empowering moment because she learns how to use her female magical powers.
Swamp. Hey, do you like the swamp? I keep thinking it's just like Shrek. What are you doing in my swamp?
GGB Monsters is high Cynic. Glenn Close schooled critics with soup, yo. Yeah, she did. She posted this critics soup thing of like boiling all of us critics of All's Fair in a soup together.
Oh, how's the newest episode? I haven't caught up.
So in episode 6, it's basically one giant scene, and it's they're going Kim Kardashian's character and her husband, or soon to be ex-husband Chase, are going through the hearing for their divorce settlement. And she ends up revealing that she implanted the embryos, to which he apologizes to her. So
I'm sorry.
she lost this case as soon as that comes out of her fucking mouth. Like, it's over. Like, everything he wants, he won. And like, she basically committed fucking manslaughter because none of the embryos took. So every single one she implanted is like murder because she did it without his consent.
I looked into it actually because it's a legal drama, so I figured, fuck it, I'm going to look into the law. You know, she violated the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
What?
Yeah, you like it's commonly interpreted that you have the right not to be a parent according to the 14th Amendment. So she violated Chase's constitutional rights by stealing his embryos and implanting them without his permission. She is fucked in every conceivable way. It's one of the most evil things I've seen on TV, and in every legal respect, she is doomed.
He realizes how much he loves her still. So he doesn't want to press any charges. He doesn't even want what he wants anymore in the divorce settlement.
Why not? He wanted $1 million a month and half the law firm because even though he's won 3 Super Bowls, she is the primary breadwinner.
Right. And so she completely gets away with it. And then in the same scene, like an hour later, they blackmail him for a gambling addiction in order for him to really stick the knife into him.
So it wasn't enough that like he got the receptionist pregnant, then he slept with a trans woman, and then she stole his eggs, and then they still blackmailed him. Like it wasn't enough.
Yep, it wasn't enough.
He forgave her, and they still attacked him.
Yes.
Oh my god, they're so evil.
It's fucking horrifying. And then they blackmail Carr, the one character I did like, until they actually started filling in her background. And she absolutely loses her mind and tells them all that she fucked Kim's ex-husband. And she says it in the most explicit, disgusting way you could ever imagine. She talks about how he like came inside her in every hole, and explicit dialogue, like absolutely explicit. And so it just like it ruins the one cool character in the whole shoit because she was the only character. Yeah, she was fun until they actually start filling in her background. Like she's a cutter, and there's a scene where she decides to send her daughter to a nicer school so that she can make friends or whatever, but it's super competitive. And to get in, she has to write a paper about someone who's really inspiring to her that had challenges in their own life. And she brings up her mother's cutting. So Car's a cutter. And it's really just like, it's clearly just a device to try and fill in some background for Carr and give her something to, some sort of challenge or something that she's braved. It's fucking pathetic writing, and it really ruins the only interesting character that they had in the show.
And it's the most watched show on Hulu.
It
Yes.
is. It's got a season 2. It wasn't even a pre-contract deal. They renewed it halfway through the season, so it must have been doing well.
Such a blinding success.
You're describing. I was thinking I'm not going to go back after episode 3, but the more I hear about it, I just think, oh, I really want to though, because it's really funny. There's so many. My video is just basically an hour of non-stop misogyny. It's just great. There's so many jokes.
Good. The show
Okay,
deserved it.
But it's like forgiveness wasn't enough. She had to actually like fucking just stick the knife in. It's like they don't forget anything. There's no forgiveness. They're just fucking evil people.
Evil, man. Absolutely evil. And then what they do, I forgot this part. What they do is after Carr completely loses her fucking mind because they threaten to blackmail her, they gaslight her and tell her like they get her on their side against her own client.
Illegal. Again, everything they do is illegal. All the fucking time. Everything they do. Like, I've tried to tally the number of laws they break, and it's basically impossible because it's in every episode multiple times. It's like, oh, okay, so there's conspiracy to commit blackmail. It's blackmail with the intent to extort. There's actual extortion. There's fucking stealing eggs, for fuck's sake. There's like involuntary pregnancy, more blackmail, like slander, defamation, everything they do in front of their opposing people's lawyers.
They do it in front of the judge who's overseeing the fucking thing. In this episode, they do it right in front of the judge, and he just sits there like, well, you know, Jesus. Well, Jesus.
What can you do?
They are more than
Enforce the
shock
law.
off. They are racking up the jail time. They have lost their firm. They are completely screwed. But for some reason, the show forgets that other people have lawyers.
The law firm that doesn't follow the law. It breaks the law
doesn't
every
every
chance.
time.
It
yeah.
doesn't at all.
They got one law right. Of all the laws they've cited, they get it right once. And that's because California is fucking insane. It turns out, yes, if your husband gifts you something, technically it's your own separate legal property, so you can just steal it if you want to divorce him. That's fine. Obviously, that's in California. But everything else they cite in their own client's defense is wrong. And then they go and break every other fucking law. And then half their clients break the law. Like the one in, is it episode 3? The one who's like, oh, that evil rock star man who was obviously evil, who I thought I could keep, but then he asked me to get plastic surgery, so I consented to it, and that makes him wrong. And then she goes and fucking all Pakistani husband and throws acid all over his face.
She throws acid in his fucking face. And Kim Kardashian's one response is,
oh,
you know, I wish that she would have told us what her plan was.
Yeah.
I wish
And
she
then
didn't
in the
do
very
that.
next beat of the conversation, they turn it into a story about Allura. It's like oh, my client's now committed a major crime. How does this reflect on my life story? Oh, are you staging an intervention to solve my relationship? And then we're just back to relationship bullshit.
So they're so narcissistic that they take an acid attack and make it about themselves.
Yes.
Fuck it. They're so fucking evil.
It's really funny. Because I had to stop myself from watching episode 4 because I knew if I started, I would just end up carrying on the video. So I was like, I'm not going to do it. Nah, not going to happen. But I'm going to go back to it.
It does get worse with every episode.
It's just hard to imagine it can after fucking stealing the embryos. And then
I know
and then
that was the thing that I've harped on for 2 videos now of just like, this person is such a piece of shit. Like what she's done by stealing these embryos is fucking insane.
Yeah.
And then by the end of episode 6, when she completely gets away with it and the guy apologizes to her, what the fuck are we doing?
Is it the finale yet, or is there more?
No, there's 4 more fucking episodes.
It's gotta be murder. They've got to go down the list of crimes. Fucking hell. Stealing embryos that's quite high up and a piece of shit thing to do.
Oh, it's real, Dave. It's real.
But it's like, it's not only stealing the embryos. It's like, because obviously you have to get it signed off and the doctor needs both people's signatures. So she forges his signature to give consent. Then she takes that to the doctor. So she's now implicated the doctor in gross malpractice. And then she's like, the doctor says, now, are you aware that there is a small chance that you might have twins? And she's like, oh, that would be wonderful. We're so ready for children. Chase is just so looking forward to you evil, psychopathic bitch.
Oh my god, they sound inhuman.
They are inhuman, and like the thing that sets her off, because like her other friends almost try and talk her down. Then she goes to the receptionist who's going to give birth to Chase's kid, I think just to deny it to him because they're evil. Then she sort of fesses up, she's like, oh no, I did once want to have children. I thought, once I hit 45, I would have 2 children.
That was
because my law firm would be established and his career would be over. It's like, when you're bringing those kids up and they hit 20 and you're decrepit and you can't stand up, and you basically have to tell them that, yeah, you put off having them. The reason they've got Down syndrome is because you were too busy doing things like extorting every fucking man in California because that was more important to you. And then you decided, well, I'm ready for this commodity now, so I'm going to have 2 kids. That was her thing. But then the receptionist is like, oh, Chase is evil. Fuck it. And she's like, you know what? Fuck it. And then she goes and steals his eggs. It's
and
just
she says
everything.
fuck it like back and forth like 6 or 7 times, dude. They just go, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Over and over.
It's so funny.
And in addition, I think I brought it up last week too, but when the receptionist tells Chase, the soon-to-be ex-husband, that she's pregnant with his kid, he offers her the world, like from emotional support to money. He says spiritual. He's like, I'll give you anything you need. And she refuses it. Absolutely refuses it because she wants to be a single mom, just like every other person in this show is a single mom.
Why would you want that? Why would you not want a guy to help you?
Because men bad.
It's just literally, you deprive your child of a father just to show off to other people that you're a strong woman.
Yes.
One of the characters literally
totally
does
the
do that.
reason.
That's Emerald Green's character. Like, she had 3 kids basically via test tube.
That's also Car's character. It turns out that she did the exact same thing.
They're just copying each other.
And there's a scene as well where like Emerald goes to her 3 kids and one of them's just got into MIT, so she's really happy and she's celebrating. And she's like, "Thank God I got you the sperm of a man with 140 IQ." Oh, they're going to be so well adjusted when they grow up. No wonder in episode 4 she thinks one of them might have murdered someone.
He's a super genius / psychopath.
Let me ask you how well adjusted and how good of a father a boy might be when he's raised to think that fathers are absolutely pointless and useless and do not need to be in the picture.
Well, there's 2 ways. They either turn inwards and hurt themselves and become decrepit, or they become little sociopaths and attack everyone. I'm guessing if he's potentially murdered someone, I'm guessing it's the latter. Just fucking...
One of them will just grow up to be the next Andrew Tate. Maybe all 3 of them will.
Yeah, maybe all 3. Razor Hammond says, Plut's thoughts on Dune and Dune Messiah books.
He says that's a whiplash.
Yeah, it is.
Dune is not an easy read, but it is enjoyable and it is worth it. And Messiah, I need to reread really before giving an opinion. Messiah sort of started to lose me quite quickly because it starts introducing a bunch of like alien races and things which would just be so incredibly useful if he'd thought of them in the first book. Like aliens with the power to take on the face of any other person. Wonder if that might have had an applicability in the first book. But the first one is good for what it is. It's interesting. It's kind of a rejection of science fiction more than it is science fiction itself, I think. But it's the definitive work of science fantasy, and worth reading for that reason. And it's set up to go in more interesting places than I think he does manage to take it. But there's a lot in there. I'll just reread it in preparation for when I finally finish the fucking Dune video, which is going to be before the next Dune movie comes out, which is next year, I think. So I've got some time.
All I remember is the cover where it's some fucking face in like the face of a worm. So his head's like an O in a worm's mouth. Is that the Messiah or?
That might. Oh.
It's like a creepy half-worm guy.
That's a later one. Is that God Emperor of Dune? It's when his son, I think it's his son, turns into a worm, basically.
Okay.
But Paul Atreides sort of he turns against the movement he led, and then he sort of goes for this period in the wilderness, and he goes blind. Then he comes back as like the prophet warning against the thing that he started. So there's some interesting ideas there, but then Frank Herbert smoked way too many drugs, and then you get that.
What is his obsession with worms?
I
My
don't
son is
really
going to be
know.
my son is going to be a worm.
It's like he fuses with the spice or something. He takes so much spice he becomes a worm. So it's
What?
not really surprising that even said he's not going to do that book. He's stopping after Messiah.
Yeah, it's probably a smart thing to do. I mean, how would I even look like just some fat, gross worm thing going, I'm your emperor. You'd have him like what's like those what's that fat senator with the yowls? She's like, you're fire.
Kim My Cha says, as a non-fan, I recommend Star Wars Visions. They're short. They're shorts. The Duel and the Duel Payback are 35 minutes total and are interesting, well-done deconstructions of the Jedi and Sith. Rare today.
I have not seen those. Might check them out.
I think what was funny is I think it was Star Wars Visions. They hire a bunch of random animated studios to do each episode. Of course, the Indian one they basically literally stole scene from a YouTube video.
Oh, shit.
So, like, the choreography is exactly like and it's a bunch of YouTubers in the woods, and he fucking stole from them. They cannot help themselves from stealing everything. And it happened to God of War as well. In one of their movies, I can't remember what it's called, but they've literally got the same scenes where Kratos fights Balder. Like, they just steal everything. It's funny. Oh, God. But yeah, Star Wars Visions is, again, it's like every good one is like two shit ones. And they're all like half an hour, so it's like it's completely random what you get, and the animation styles are so completely different. It's like some of them don't even feel like Star Wars. Like there's one episode where it's very Japanesey, and then they're on the outside of a fucking Star Cruiser, which they turn into like a fucking Gundam mech. I was like, what is this?
This does not belong in this universe.
Because you can tell they just went, fuck it, we'll tell a story we want to tell, and we'll just break the universe to do it. We don't give a fuck. Like, what is like some squirrel girl? And it's like fucking a completely different anime to Star Wars. Because I think they just went, we don't care. We need you to kind of give us ideas because we're completely out of them. Because we've got Mandalorian and Grogu movie. That's what we put our time in.
Oh, it's so worth it too. Can't wait to see that. When is that, March?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's a good question. I kind of
Mandalorian
want to know.
Grogu movie is May 22nd.
May.
Oh,
Probably
so
that is the first Star Wars movie since I've been on YouTube. It's kind of depressing.
that's
everyone else had so much fun.
Mine too. I only did Obi-Wan was my first video, the Kenobi show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then it all got
my
deleted.
first one, too. Wait, it did?
Well, I had about 20 videos, and then I got to like 19,000. So I went, oh, I thought it was really hard to get to 1,000. This is easy. And then bang, all my videos got deleted. And I went, oh no, this is bad. And then I just started again, and it hasn't deleted since. So,
fuck.
Well,
Obi-Wan got me monetized. I remember I had started like just a couple months prior with the Batman, and then I did Obi-Wan, and that did the trick right there.
Well, I was doing Obi-Wan because I want to do Rings of Power. But I didn't want to do my first video because it'd be shit. So I did the one that really took me off was actually Resident Evil, the Netflix one. Which
I never got around to watching that, but apparently it was awful.
It was fucking shit. Like, it was one of those shows where people are in, because like Castlevania Nocturne and Devil May Cry are the ones where people know the shit, but they don't want to dedicate the time to watch it. I find those ones do quite well. Like the Woman King or whatever stuff, where they know it's shit, but it's so shit they don't want to watch it, but they want to watch you watch it. But yeah, Resident Evil was the one that kind of took me off, or took my channel off of all things. Was that piece of shit.
Yeah, that was actually popular to talk about, I think.
Oh, it was terrible. It's it's 2 time periods. There's the one in the future where it's the same. It's about a black girl and her sister, and Lance. What's the guy who dies? He has bald hair. He was such a good actor, and it was the last thing he made. It was utter dog shit. But like him and his sister are just they're in school, and the entire past just takes up half the show, and it's pointless. Then it's in the future, and you've got these giant, like, fucking cock monsters running around everywhere. I'm not joking. It's like a big worm tries to pick her up and grab her and suck her off. It's fucking disgusting. It's just it. I can't remember most of it, but it's fucking awful. I can't believe that got made. I can't believe that Resident Evil actually got made. It's such a weird franchise because remember the was it Mila? What's her name?
Oh, Mila
Jock.
Djokovic, that's the one.
That's it. Every film kept ending like as a tease. Anyway, this is what's going to happen next film, and he just ignored it. The most famous one is the White House, where Wessler is president, and like they're fighting off all the zombies. And in the next film, none of that happens. It just never happens.
Reaper, give me back my fiddle faddle now.
I don't know what that means.
Razor Hammond, what does that mean, sir?
I saw a tweet about someone wrote, "Give me back my Razor Hammonds. Stop taking all of my fiddle faddle." He told me 3 days ago. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'm watching football right now, and I'm seeing a preview for Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Oh no! I
Oh,
can't believe
yeah.
how close that is. That's like 2 weeks' time.
So what you've got?
Oh my god, it is
Fallout and Fire and Ass
On the same fucking day.
Are you going to be like a chameleon, one eye on each one as they're both playing?
I might have to. I think I'm doing the EFAB avatar, so I've got to prep all the shit for that, which will be fine because it'll just double as notes for the actual video. But then I'll have to somehow do all the video and the scripting while I'll probably script that video while watching Fallout. And then if Fallout pisses me off enough, then I'll return to Fallout. Is it only one at a time? They're not doing like a bulk thing.
No, they were going it'd be even more popular, but I think the bulk release was actually to its benefit because you couldn't take in all the retardation.
You couldn't, and also like it diminished because like if you had it where like season 1 episode 1 and it does the really stupid thing where it shows you everything outside the vault and then it ends with her leaving the vault. It's like, for fuck's Jesus, why? But I think if you'd left it there, people might paradoxically have been more disappointed because it's like, well, the cliffhanger is something we already know. Whereas because it was bulk, people just carried on going and it didn't annoy them as much as it should have done.
Yeah, like they never questioned how like the ghouls need these vials to not go crazy, wherever the hell, and like who makes them? How do they get them?
Yeah,
it's been 200 odd years. When they run out,
someone has to make them.
Well, yeah, it's week by week. So 17th the first episode and 24th is the second. So it's not even
makes it easier.
Yeah, so it's not like you're getting 3 episodes to begin with.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can find an editor who isn't taking Christmas off because they're sad like me. I'll stick one of these projects with them.
Do you think that he's going to make a 4th one?
I don't know. I think he wants at least a break, right?
It sounds like it.
Yeah. Do you think he's trying to sabotage his movie? He's going,
it sounds like he's done.
He's like Mr. Garrison on South Park. Please stop watching these movies. They're terrible. I keep remaking the same movie and you keep watching it.
I mean, look at it. Just from the poster. Oh, I know all of these people have been in previous Avatar movies. I just don't care.
Oh, yeah. The fucking... The only good bad guy in the number 1. I keep forgetting he turned blue.
He did. What's it? Quaritch.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Oh
I just called him fucking because he reminds me of the villain from Small Soldiers, so I went with that as his name, but I can't remember his name now.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't seen Small Soldiers in years.
No, it's a good movie. I remember that. It was fun. But yeah, no, he turns blue because like there's the bit in there's a bit in The Way of Water where they decide they want to bring him back. So it's like he left an audio recording to himself, telling himself that he isn't going to die, but just in case he does,
Just
they
in
backed
case.
up his memory in a Smurf, and then he does, and so they bring him back.
But like, that's not cheap to make a custom Android like avatar body. It's like, oh, just in case, I'll just spend billions of dollars on this fucking replica.
And then
Oh.
like he fucked someone. I can't remember who Spider's mum is. Who did he fuck to make
I
Spider?
forget.
So do I. It's just like, and I did a long video. I don't normally forget the movies I do videos on, but that one is already very, very dim. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Oh shit.
What do you think the unobtainium is going to be this movie? Like fucking volcanic ash that
Well, there'll
reduces
be some special magical meteorite stone in the middle of a volcano, so they can have a big fight in a volcano, because we've done the water fight now, and we've done the jungle fight,
cure
so it's
AIDS.
time for a volcano. It'll cure AIDS, yeah.
One in the future, everyone's got AIDS.
Everyone.
We need this. We need these AIDS medicine, Marty. Oh my god! It's just making the same movie over and over again. But
Yeah.
people show up. People just have to go see it. It makes no cultural impact, and people can't even tell you the characters' names.
No, that was the fun thing, that debate with Lofty, who I love, but it was very funny. He's like, we were on Zax's channel talking about Avatar, and like he was the one who really likes the movie, and I was the one who really doesn't like the movie. He'd been waxing lyrical about all this really great stuff, and I said, the youngest son in the second movie, who is basically the movie's protagonist, most important character. What's his name? Long pause.
Did you hear his keyboard going?
I don't remember foreign names. It's not the reason you don't remember his name. It's because he's not a character.
I don't remember anyone's. How racist is he? He just says that. I can only pronounce names like Chuck.
No, it's fair enough, but like I still remember some foreign names. I remember fucking Babu Frick, and he's not even important.
He's not even real. Well, yeah, it's like it's fine if you go, I like the pretty colors on the screen, I like the CGI, but just admit what it is. Don't say it's like this amazing masterpiece.
Yeah, I think that was how it got people, because my mum really likes it, and I kept asking her why she liked it, and it turns out that like she just makes up a different movie in her head every time she watches it. What she likes is the world, and like she likes how pretty it is and what's going on, and she vaguely likes it in the first movie because Jake Sully is disabled, I think, and then in his avatar body he isn't, which is an idea. They don't do anything with it, but it's an idea. So she likes that bit, but the rest of it is entirely a headcanon movie, I think.
Yeah. Like, even then, no, they go like, oh, Pandora's this magical place. You go, not really. I mean, I've seen way more creative worlds in other properties.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, the world
floating
makes no
rocks.
sense. It's like, why are the rocks floating? I don't know. Why does
But
the world
that's it.
function the way it does? I don't know.
Floating rocks and rapey hair tentacles. It's like, it's not. Because that's what he does. He jumps on the fucking giant bird and plugs his tail into its fucking neck.
Oh, it was such an awesome sequence, the way he rapes that bird, that we get to do it all over again in the second movie.
Rapes a
Yay!
dolphin. What will he rape this
Quarrick has to learn how
time?
to do it.
No animal is safe from me. He's and like when he sees an animal, his hair stands up straight like an erection. It's like a compass. It goes that way. What a
It's one of the few known things about the planet is just that Jake Sully goes around raping all the fauna. It's such a wonderfully realized world.
I rape and enslave the animals.
And none of them want it because they try to resist. You have to like rape them into submission.
And it's like a drug as well, because their pupils dilates. They're like, oh. It's like he roofies them and then goes, "You're mine now."
Oh god, as Anna points out in chat, is YMS's favorite planet. It's just he would get on well there.
Didn't he make what was that Mauler said? It was like a bestiality or some shit he's associated with.
Yeah, he was
Rags.
defending. Like, it was Rags. We had Rags on. YMS was talking about how it's not unethical to shag animals or something. I think it was.
What? Did he do the whole if it's not harm, that fucking argument?
I think that was the basic idea. Yeah, it's not violating the harm principle. It's not Yeah, I think that was basically. I've not watched his own defense of it, but that sounds like the principal defense of it. But yeah, if you don't count massive like risk of zoonotic disease, it doesn't do anyone any harm.
Jesus Christ. If it bleeds, we can fuck it.
Why would you even just like you have that opinion? Why would you go, you know what? I'm gonna broadcast this.
Yeah, I'm gonna
broadcast
tell
it on the
people.
internet. It'll sound completely insane, but wait till I get to the end of it. And by the end of it, it sounds even worse. Okay, now.
Fuck.
But yeah, like, so you got Avatar, which again you've seen already, and then we got Fallout, which was it? The communists were actually correct. She wanted to give free
Yep.
power to the wasteland.
And the capitalists blew up the world because that's how
They
you
want-
make money. If you kill all of your customers, you make bank.
Why
Fucking
would? Oh
jeez.
my god! It's like Mr. House is gonna. I can't like. They've already changed the things in New Vegas, so Mr. House wins, but the kings are all zombies now. Were they wearing zombies? I can't. And then Caesar's Legion is still around. I generally think they're just going, fuck it. We're doing New Vegas again, but we're changing everything.
Didn't the creator of the game get banned from the Fallout subreddit for pointing out
Chris
that,
Avalon.
like, yeah.
Yeah, because Todd has many sweet little lies, Howard. He kept saying it's all canon, it's perfectly fine. And then Chris Avalon was going, what the fuck have you done to my game? He got rid of him. He did same thing with a KOTOR and stuff. Every time they ask him about Star Wars, he gets banned because he goes, that's not what we meant to write.
Nope.
We actually wrote something good and intelligent. You're writing dog shit. There was a that True Detective did that. It was the guy who made the first season, and then made the second season, which people didn't like. Then Night Country came out, and he went, "Oh, I guess people don't hate season 2 as much now, do they?" He just kept coming out and just saying, "Oh, you all shit." It's like the same guy Star Trek did that. What's his name? He was like a producer, and he started making Voyager, and people called him shit. Then when Discovery came out, he went, "Hey, Voyager wasn't that bad, was it?" Oh,
you just stick
God.
to your guns long enough, and people will redeem you by making something much, much worse.
Oh, is it Star Trek Academy's coming out in January?
Oh shit! I knew there was something. Yeah, that is January. Oh god,
I've got to write that
end.
down. How does he keep getting more things? I don't understand how that makes money. It's got to be
neither
just
do
like
I.
a tax. It's got to be a giant like tax, fucking evasion, whatever. Nobody's what. Have you seen it? Sorry, go on.
They can't keep, because I understood the original argument for Discovery before everyone knew how shit it was, is that like large passionate fan base, you get the subscriptions and you keep them if you have Star Trek content. But now surely like all the old Star Trek fans hate it, so you're not winning subscribers over. So what's the point?
15th of January.
Oh god, that's roughly when they released Section 31, if I recall correctly, or 39 or whatever it was.
I didn't see that. I just went,
That
no
was
more. I can't take
embarrassing.
anymore. Oh, I can't. It was so like he's made 4 seasons of Discovery. He's made that Strange New Worlds, which is just. Did you? I don't know if you saw the clip, but they clearly don't understand how genetics work and like the Vulcans. So they usually what they do is they get cosmetic surgery to look like a Klingon or to look like a Vulcan. In this one, they go, we're going to rewire your entire DNA to be a Vulcan for a day. I mean, I couldn't imagine what that would do to your mind.
You don't
because
think that's healthy?
But the problem is, Vulcans are an ideology, like what they believe in the logical, you know what I mean? Everything's logical. That's a belief system. But the problem is, when they make them Vulcan, the first thing they do is become ultra logical, and then they become ultra racist. So they turn to Spock and go, Spock's only half a Vulcan, and because he's half a Vulcan, he doesn't get it. So they just become logical and then racist. Oh, but you know, you've got that Star Trek Academy, and then you've got literally 4 or 5 days later, Knights of the Seven Kingdoms.
Well, that'll hopefully be good.
Will it though?
I don't know.
Hope.
The trailer looked promising. So
What, I suppose it's like they always start good, but do you think it's going to end like everything George does? Because has he wrote the books all the way
no,
through? Oh
he
well,
has not. I thought he had. Turns out no. There's at least 2 more to come. But
no.
there's 3. I want to say there's 3. It's either 3 or 5 that he has done. So there's plenty they can adapt. It'll take them a while. But the problem is because he says he's not going to go back and do any more of those until he finishes Winds of Winter, which means he's never going to finish anything.
It's just, is that his legacy? Just half finished works.
I guess it seems that way.
So yeah, we're gonna get 4 or 5 seasons, and then Dunk is suddenly gonna turn into a retard, and so is Egg, and they're all just gonna die. Is that how every one of his stories ends? Everyone dies horrifically.
Everyone dies. Well, no, that's a spoiler. I was about to give a spoiler. Can't do that. But yeah, no, I mean it could. Who knows?
Like, which one? No, House of Dragon, everyone dies. Dunk and Egg, everyone probably dies. Game of Thrones, everyone wished they died. They're talking about a sequel. A sequel
I heard
to
this. Yeah.
to Game of Thrones. They're gonna do a spin-off, and like, what's left of the 6 kingdoms, because the North just wanted to they just wanted to go independent. Sure, that won't cause problems later on.
No problems there at all. Then Jon Snow's up guarding the wall against people who don't exist anymore because we killed them.
Why is he up
I'm
north?
glad I'll forget all this. I've been quiet. I've been watching fucking American football over here.
No,
But
we'll stop spoiling Game of Thrones. But it's apparently they are planning sequels. But surely that's going to be that has to be all original content, and we've seen how they do with original content in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, House of the Dragon had like a framework to work with, and it did sort of okay. But even then, no, as it's like you can see in season 2, like some of the feminisms kicking in, and like, who's that character, the lesbian woman with Rhaenyra? She's insufferable.
Madam Expositiono. Yeah, I can't remember what her name is.
Yeah, like you can see she should have died a long time ago, but they're keeping her around. Yeah, and you can see the writers' internal politics starting to affect the show. Didn't George R. Martin make a blog about that?
Yeah, he wrote a whole blog saying, like, I think it was called Butterfly. It wasn't Butterflies and Hurricanes. That's a good Muse song. It's Butterflies and something. Beware Butterflies, I think it was. And his argument was, you really need to be careful when you're making any changes to a story, because you might think they're insignificant, but actually they all scale and it will come back to bite you in the ass. And he basically said, House of the Dragons made loads of these changes. It's going to break stuff later. And he wrote this and published it in a fucking blog and then had to delete it because obviously he did. You're not allowed to do that, George. What are you talking about? So it doesn't bode well for the future.
I don't know. Like, you got to think he's going, I'll finish Winds of Winter, but even if they adapt it, they'll just keep changing my story and ruining it. That's got to kill a lot of your impetus to even try.
So let me ask you guys this. If they finished the show and how did they finish the show story-wise? Did he like give them like a written explanation about like a plan on where he was going to go, and then it was poorly received, so now he's too pussified to finish the story because he can't think of anything?
That is one of the theories.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he keeps saying, like, I'm 2/3 through, I'm 3/4 through, and then he then goes, I'm back to halfway through. So he can't get his pages right. So I think he just, because the problem is was it 6? Is Winds of Winter 6 or 7 books in?
Winds is
Game of Thrones, Clash of Crowns, Storm of Swords, Feast with Crows, Dance of Dragons.
6 then, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he's got 2 books left, and there's no way you can change it. Everything's set up.
It is also, I mean, it depends as well, because which source he doesn't do. Some sources will say, yeah, he gave extensive plot input for season 8. He will tell you that he was basically shut out of seasons, all the shit ones, 6, 7, 8, and 8. That who do you believe? The one who's tried to save his reputation or the one who isn't? It's hard to know, really. He did say that he thought it would need, I think, 4 more seasons.
Yeah.
But the creators were told they were getting a Star Wars project, so they said, nah.
Man, Dan and Dave had the golden egg and they fucking fumbled it. They killed the goose. Like and then Westworld they did afterwards, and it just fell apart, and now nobody likes them.
Did they do Westworld? I thought there was the 3 body problem they did. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a cameo in Westworld. Sorry.
Oh.
And everyone hated it because they're like, oh, there's Dan and Dave working on dragons. And everyone went, fuck Dan and Dave. They ruined Game of Thrones.
Which they really did.
And then they did 3 Body Problem, which was awful. Just awful. I don't know if that's getting a season. Is it getting a season 2?
I think it is. I could be wrong. Yeah, there are whole plot lines, which I didn't know because I've just got up to Dance with Dragons. This isn't a spoiler because this doesn't actually occur in the show at all. But like, there's the whole is it Aegon Targaryen? Like, there's a whole other pretender to the throne. Dany has a nephew, Griff. Yeah, I don't yet know where that goes because I haven't finished that book yet. But like, that's pretty significant, and they just thought, nah, not important. We don't need to do that.
Well, there's not like a lot more magic in the books, and like they kind of cut it out.
Yeah, that was a consistent thing. It was partly for budget reasons for like the stuff they did show. They didn't, and like, but it does make the series is way more sort of grounded and practical than I think the books. The books do allow for a bit more magic-y stuff. Like warlocks in the show kind of disappear, whereas in the book they recur a couple more times.
Yeah, like his legacy will just be mostly unfinished stuff. Like, oh, this is really great. Where's the rest of it?
It seems that way. If he's like 76, 76, one of those two, and it's taken him 15 years to write Winds of Winter, he still has to finish it and do A Dream of Spring. And he says, finish the Fire and Blood stuff. And he says, finish the Dunk and Egg stories. And probably whatever else he's doing, whilst also doing sequel projects, whilst also doing, I think there's 6 other spin-offs maybe planned. Some of which I would really like to see, like the Robert's Rebellion stuff would be great. Aegon's Conquest would be great, I'm sure. But like, there's no way he's going to finish it, which is really disappointing, really.
Well, at least with Aegon's Conquest and Robert's Rebellion, it's like beginning, middle, end. You know all of it, or at least the high notes of it. So like you can fill in all the character and drama and stuff like that. But you know the Battle of the Tridents where it ends. What Tywin Lannister does when Robert wins.
Mm.
Like, you already have these goalposts, which would help writing any new show. Whereas Dunk and Egg, it's like, oh, and they live happily ever after?
No.
Oh, Christ. George R.R. Martin's 77. This man's going to die.
77. Jesus,
he's
yeah,
obese
look at him.
Fuck.
And he's super obese.
His heart must be like fucking, man. You know like Thor? You know Thor when he's doing the hammer and he's opening up the star? That must be his heart just going, fuck. Just keeping his body together.
God. Yeah, you're probably right. I did check out for the football. My team's playing, so.
Well, the good thing is, though, like the Game of Thrones thing is we'll start with the spoil talk, but Knights of the Seven Kingdoms coming out in January. And you can actually be on board with us as you're watching it.
Yeah, you won't need any background for that.
Well, how many episodes per season did you guys say it is? Like 8?
10, and then it starts going down to like 8 and then 6.
Okay.
But it's mostly 10 for like 5 seasons.
All right, so I can watch a season a month if we just stick to the 2 episodes a week deal. And yeah. So I don't know, by the time I move, I should be done. That works.
Yes,
that works. And miserable.
You're gonna watch an awful ending and then move to a boiling pot.
Yep. Yeah. Oh shit.
What's that? That fucking trailer for Daisy Ridley, the zombie one, where in the trailer, they show her getting attacked by some black dude, some black zombie. Don't know why I had to preface that, but they show her getting attacked by
dead.
Yeah, that's it. But in the trailer, they show the same scene of her climbing into a bus like 5 times in the one trailer. So I guarantee that's going to be there's going to be like no action in that movie.
I did give my book report, by the way, on BSUP.
What was your favorite line of dialogue?
God. Probably something from the dwarf about being a bastard.
Yeah, Tyrion is good.
Don't
Yeah,
forget who you
yeah.
are, bastard.
Yeah,
world
yeah.
was.
That was pretty good when he was telling him like to wear it as a suit of armor. I thought that stuck out to me. I thought that was pretty cool.
All right. So Joffrey hate the most. Ned probably good. All right.
Yeah.
We'll write this down and we'll see how your characters progress.
All right.
We'll start doing that.
I do know. Well, the one thing I do know actually is that Ned dies. So
Yeah,
does
I
it?
mean, it still works though, even if you know that. Like I've rewatched it a couple of times from
Okay.
sort of the beginning, and it still is quite effective. But then just because it's like so much of the stuff that leads up to it and around it, because you meet a bunch more really great characters when you get to King's Landing, and they're all sort of involved in it.
Cool.
So there's still lots to enjoy there.
Yeah, what Dave said, wearing like armor. Yeah. I don't know why that stuck out to me, but I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, Reaper, I actually had an answer for you. I like that.
Huh. Well, we made a deal, and it wasn't good enough, and
It
so
wasn't good enough.
you had to accept the money of strangers before you could watch a show that is actually good.
Well, it was good enough too, where I didn't set another super chat goal to watch episode 3 and 4.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, you have to be bribed to do the basic deals.
Fuck. I am actively involved in this football game. Do you guys want to call it by any chance?
Yeah, I could do with
Yeah.
spending my last 3 hours of my workday at work.
All right, that's probably works for me. I need to get some food too. So that sandwich holds me over through Beast Up, but I need more.
Holds you over.
Holds me over.
Is she just like tied to the kitchen making stuff?
No, I cook her food. She cooks me food, but during Beast Up is when she cooks me food. Yeah.
I'm not used to a relationship without screaming and things being thrown at each other and go, most guys would have left by now.
All right, cool. Well, we will call it chat, but we will be back next week as always, and look for Platoon's All's Fair video this week.
Well, I hope so. I just haven't heard back from the people I need to hear back from to get it fucking cleared. But yes, in theory, at some point this week.
All right, chat. Well, thanks for everyone who sent in supers too. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for everyone who participates in the chat and everyone who watches, even if you don't chat. We like you too. But we will see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Fuck you.